A personal story. 10 years ago, I was knocked down by a health mystery. Doctors were baffled, but the answer lay in something so basic, so everyday, it was almost unbelievable. My diet. That's right. Changing what I ate turned my life around. Imagine being given a second chance, not by some fancy pill, but by simply changing what's on your plate. Introduction to Brain Health and Diet. Let's dive straight in. Did you know that what we eat directly impacts how our brain works? It sounds simple, but it's a truth we often overlook. Recent research, like the insights from the Grain Brain Cookbook, shows a strong link between our diet and brain function. Think about it. Our brain controls everything we do, yet we might be hurting it with harmful foods without even knowing. A personal journey. 10 years ago, my life hit a snag. I was battling a health issue that left doctors scratching their heads. After countless tests and medications with no clear answers, I made a simple yet profound change: my diet. This was no ordinary diet change, it was a complete overhaul. I cut out gluten and processed sugars, and the results were nothing short of miraculous. My story is a testament to the power of food over our minds and bodies. Why our diets matter more than ever. Our brains, the command centers of our bodies, are under siege, not from an external enemy, but from the very foods we consume. Modern diets, rich in processed foods, gluten, and sugar, are not just making us overweight or diabetic, they are compromising our most precious resource, our brain health. Consider this: the World Health Organization reports that neurological disorders, from Alzheimer's to Parkinson's, affect millions worldwide, and the numbers are climbing. Yet, what if the key to prevention was as close as our kitchen? The role of gluten and carbohydrates. Over the last 100 years, our diets have shifted dramatically. We went from whole, nutrient-rich foods to processed foods loaded with gluten and sugar. This shift isn't just making our bodies sick, it's affecting our brains too. Conditions like Alzheimer's are on the rise, and what's shocking is that our everyday food choices might be contributing to this increase. The gluten menace and sugar overload. Our ancestors thrived on diets rich in whole foods, but the last century has seen a drastic shift. Today, gluten and high-carb diets are the norm, despite mounting evidence of their impact on our health. Gluten, a protein found in wheat, barley, and rye, has been linked to brain fog, depression, and even more serious neurological disorders. Moreover, sugar, once a luxury, has become a staple, spiking our insulin levels and wreaking havoc on our brains. The American Heart Association notes that the average American consumes 77 grams of sugar daily, triple the recommended amount, fueling an epidemic of brain health issues. Personal and scientific evidence. I've seen the change firsthand. Friends and family, once plagued by health issues, found new vitality by changing their diets. Science backs this up. Studies show reducing gluten and sugar can improve brain function and even reverse cognitive decline. This isn't just about feeling better, it's about fundamentally changing our health trajectory. Debunking dietary myths. Now, let's tackle some myths. We've been told fats are bad and carbs are good. But what if this advice was outdated? Real, unprocessed foods, including healthy fats, are vital for our brains. It's time we looked beyond the food pyramid and started nourishing our bodies with what they truly need. Conclusion: a powerful ending. Call to action. So, where do we go from here? It's time for each of us to take a hard look at our plates. Educate yourselves beyond the mainstream advice. Choose foods that nourish your brain and body. The power to change your health is in your hands, and it starts with what you eat. Provocative question. Knowing now the incredible impact diet has on your brain, how will you choose to feed your mind and body from today? Memorable closing statement. Our brains are extraordinary, capable of endless thought and emotion. Isn't it time we started treating them with the care they deserve? By choosing the right foods, we are not just feeding our stomachs, we are feeding our future.